very good morning to you and welcome to the PBC WPA Men's Doubles 10-Ball World Championships. We are live from the Bali International Convention Centre here in Indonesia, and our first match is between Team Philippines, that's Jeffrey DeLuna and Sean Mark Malayan, up against Team Indonesia, Jeffrey Zen and Pungang Schlombling. It's best of 3 sets, races to 4, winner breaks, 30-second shot clock and 1 extension each per rack. It's 10-ball, of course. It's Cool Shot. I'm Mark White. And joining me very soon in the booth also will be Tim Derloita. So welcome then to day 1 of 7 days here in the beautiful island of Bali. I know some of you lucky players have been there for over a week already, sunning yourself and taking in all of the sights, swimming in that gorgeous ocean. And I even saw Jasmine Ocean in a cold plunge. Oh, made me freezing cold just looking at it. They will be in action, of course, the ladies for the Women's World 10-Ball Championships. And we also have for you another World Championship, 3 World Championships this week. This one, the Women's World 10-Ball and the Men's World 8-Ball. Defending champion Joshua Filler will be here to try and defend his title. Somebody else trying to take the title from him, though, is the guy that won it back in 2023, Shane Van Boning. He'll be looking for a second 8-ball title. Hard to believe, isn't it, that he hadn't won one up until very, very recently, 2023. So here we go. Opening rack. Race to 4. Best of 3 sets. Ball down for Jeffrey DeLuna. So Sean Mark Malayan. I'm sure you've seen him around before. Played a few events, very, very talented young player. Pretty sure that Jeffrey will be the lead player in this, as you just saw, telling him where he wants the ball. Good to see we've got a crowd in already.
2-ball corner pocket.
2-ball corner pocket, looking to bring the cue ball over near the 9. Well, it's a mistake, but it has that little kiss on the 3 balls, just made it a little bit awkward to get on, hasn't it? Mr. Punguan and Mr. Zen. I bet he's relaxed, Mr. Zen.
Extension.
There's the call for the extension. 1 each per rack, 30 seconds. Oh, this is risky. It's very risky. Playing in their home country. Of course, I have some lovely facts on the beautiful country Indonesia, and of course Bali, where we are.
Foul.
So ball in hand then, so that's made things slightly easier. We are playing with the purple 4, so nothing really to do with the cue ball. Lots of So the Philippines in first.
Extension. Nine ball side pocket. Ten ball corner pocket.
It's 10 ball then for the opening rack for Team Philippines. Jeffrey DeLuna with the honours. Referee just holding her hand up there, reminding players don't touch any balls until the cue ball has come to a complete stop. Don't want to do all the hard work and then go and lose the frame.
Your flag, please.
That was the mistake that drew the foul, which let the Philippines in. And from then on, there were no mistakes. Pretty good rack, all in all, from the Philippines. So we are off and running, guys. The first ever men's doubles World 10 Ball Championships. And there's a lot of money on offer here as well this week. The winners, 70,000. Runner-up, 40,000. Third, fourth, 20. Fifth through eighth, 10,000. Now, I remember this young man. He's actually been to Thailand and played in some qualifiers, I remember. And he will have the honour of breaking in this second rack. In a nice containing.
One ball corner pocket. Foul.
Just having a few issues here at the moment, guys. We are working on it. It's not affecting your viewing pleasure too much. Indonesia at the table, rack down. Hunger one, Jeffrey Zen. This was the Hunger one. Tables in action in total. We're playing the regular Predator best of 3 sets. You know the format by now, guys. If we do go to a deciding set and get to 3-3, then there will be a shootout.
Extension.
Doubles, and I think for me personally one of the most interesting tournaments to see, because we have never ever seen this tournament, and as you can see there is new talent coming from Indonesia. Zefri and Punjuan looking to show us what they can do. But on the other side, there is a lot of high quality pairings. So definitely looking forward to see the big damage they can do together. Of course, it's a set system, but
10 ball corner pocket.
can go all the way. And that's exactly why we are streaming this at Pro Billiard TV, Mark.
Yeah, good equalising rack there, Tim, after DeLuna and Mark Malayan took the first one. There's Mark, young Malayan. Very, very talented guy, of course. Don't know too much about these two, but they've just shown us, Tim, they're here to play as well.
Well, like you said, with the set system, you know, I'm not saying it makes the lesser player more close, but they definitely have to show up with their game. If they don't, that's the worst thing with the set system. If you do not show up with your game, then definitely you're not going to be in it. But looking good. I mean, all to play for, and just very much looking forward to see what they can do. I mean, of course, it's the World Championships also in their home country. Oh, ooh. Playing with fire. Cue ball almost going in. At least no sellout for the Indonesians.
Yeah, there's the captain of the two, I'm sure. He's going to be calling the shots, Tim. He's the senior player. Over 40 years old now. Hard to believe, isn't it? Good head of hair like that. It's 40 years old. I want to have a drink of what he's drinking there in the Philippines, I think. The water must be good there.
Well, they say coconut water works really well, Mart. Just saying. Who knows?
So push out played, guys. For those of you that may not know the push out rule, after the break, the incoming player has the option to push out, which means you can push anywhere on the table. It doesn't have to hit a rail or any ball. You can hit any ball you want. You can make any ball you want. If it's the 10, it would be replaced, of course. But of course, the rub is if your opponent comes back and doesn't like what you've left them, they can put you back in again. So you need a plan B. Played a pretty good shot here, though, Tim, by the looks of it.
Yeah, he did have a pretty big ball on there. But then still, I mean, it's easy to leak out the object ball. So,
One ball corner pocket.
like I'm saying, like the overall look on Team Indonesia is really not that bad. I mean, it's that they lost the first rack, but overall, they're really in it to make it a difficult position for the Philippines. Oh, this is a good hit too. This could, I'm not gonna say could get lucky, but what's it?
Called a foul.
Oh well, maybe they got to the 10 ball a little bit earlier. But I was gonna say, if you look at the spread, they played it with a positive pace to get the positive spread as well. So just slightly, maybe got to 10 first, but I like the way Jeffrey played it, to be honest.
Yeah, it wasn't a big target, Tim, was it, with the 10 ball there? Very, very close proximity to the 1 ball. So they're off and running in this third rack.
Well, overall, it's going to be interesting what they are going to do with the 6 ball. If you look at the green 6, I don't think it does go to the top right. That's what they're looking for now. But I'm just wondering, like, I would be looking at it right away. You got the ball in hand. What are we going to do with the 6? And they are just now looking at it.
Extension.
I mean, it's kind of funny how it's laying too. So, of course, when you're playing from the 4 to the 5, you're going to have something to work with in general, but you can play the short side, you can play the 5 in the bottom left, or the 6 ball in the bottom left. So there's options. Just have to say, this Indonesian duo looks a little bit, one of them actually looks to be striking the ball like Jeffrey De Luna. If you look at the way how he's striking the ball, I think it's very interesting to see.
I'm going to keep my eye on that one.
Ooh, yeah, running into the 8, that, you know, I'm not saying it could not work. I'm just saying the odds were against him, you know, and that's exactly what happened. And no future on the 6 mark.
No, and not easy to get. I'm just going to push past the 8 ball here, I think. That's about as good as could have done there, Tim, I think.
No, I think, sure, he could have done with a little bit of distance, but he's got the overall hook, and with being on the 6 ball, it will be difficult to at least get the distance also. You gotta always have that in the equation. You can kick at this 2 rails, 3 rails, but where is the 6 ball going? So I like going over the right rail, right long rail, as they're looking for. Sending at least the 6, the 7, 9, 10. You know, you could get lucky this way. But it's not a guarantee, of course.
He called a ball in the corner. Always caught the 8 ball first. I thought that looked very tight, Tim, to go that way. I really did.
The thing is also, if you look at Jean-Marc Malayan,
Corner
he's
pocket.
won his first major title in the PBC Pro Billiard Center in Indonesia earlier this week. And I actually think it's a great thing for Jeffrey De Luna to actually play with him, because I think he has huge potential, but still has to, he has to get going. He's young, he's won his first title, so of course it's not the pairing we were expecting to see, but on the other side, I think in the long haul, I think it will do the Philippines really well to see a pairing like this. So sure, he's gonna make a couple mistakes, but maybe if they win a couple matches, maybe we can see a great pairing coming up like we used to see in the past. I mean, of course, we've seen so many good pairings overall in the last, 10, 15 years. So we've got some history to talk about, Mark, but I like the newer connections between the players.
Yeah, and this 10 ball
Corner pocket.
to take a lead in this first set. Best of 3 sets, remember. And they had the Philippines on 2 fouls. And it was that mistake on the 6 ball which cost the Philippines that one. No, so there's lots of other games going on at the moment, guys. We've got Team Peru against Team Vietnam. It's Peru with a slight advantage in that one, 2-1. Now, Team Germany up against Team Iraq. And Team Iraq took a 2-0 lead in that. That's Joshua Filler and Felix Vogel, of course. Just as you'd expect, the Austrian team, Mario He. It's the dream team, isn't it, really? Mario He, Albin Ocean. They have taken a 2-0 lead over Kuwait. New Zealand 1 rack down to Hong Kong. And Team Spain find themselves in a little bit of trouble to the team of brothers, Cledio and Eklund. Now, that's quite a strong team, Tim, isn't it? Cledio's been playing some really good stuff lately.
Well, you can never count them out. I mean, they're both, I'm not going to say former runner-ups in the World Championships. Both of them have had extremely deep runs in the World 9-ball Championships, and also with Eklund being a twice World 10-ball champion. I mean, how can you not have them to go all the way? I mean, it's a really strong pairing. That's exactly like this tournament is the first time ever to see this. I think to see these pairings is unreal. It will be very interesting. And I actually think, to add to that, I think the younger brother breaks the same way like Eklund Kachi does. So in this format, I think there's so many interesting things we will see over the week.
Corner pocket.
The only thing we will see is a dry break from Zefri and Punjuan to get the Philippines going. That's what I'm saying. Like it's a new pairing for the Philippines too. Listen, give them some time also. I'm not sure. Of course, everybody plays with each other when it's about money. But I'm very sure that whenever Jeffrey and Jean-Marc, whenever they get going, that there will be a...
Yeah, head up there on the draw shot. His head visibly came up. Bit of movement on the shot from the bull.
Ooh. Wasn't expecting that, really. I mean, obviously I'm not trying to jinx them, but it's their opening match, Mark, and everybody needs a little bit of adjusting to do.
Well, I've been looking at all the posts from all the players, and I think they've all been out on the beach. I don't think they've been doing any practicing, any of them. They've been enjoying the island too much. It looks absolutely fabulous there. Of course, I'm joking. They have been practicing. They've been there a few days. I know the tables were open for play yesterday, so they've all had a good knock, as they say.
Well, I've been very jealous. Look at this Predator Arc table. I mean, does this not look like something you would want to be on for the coming 20 hours? I mean, gotta say, the positional shot was very tricky to get from the 2 to the 3. And he's left probably way more interesting shot on the 2 than he actually had before. But overall, just look at this table. I mean, I wish ever I would have such a beautiful table in my pool room.
Hint, hint, if you're listening, Karim.
Yeah, just saying, if someone's out there, just saying I'm actually working my little panty butt. I mean, I'm saying I'm practicing very hard, but it's just you get what you deserve. You cannot be the best. Oh, Jeffrey, you should not be missing that 3 ball. That is a little bit of an early error and could bring Indonesia on the hill early on. I think you might have been looking a little bit at the shape on the 4 mark.
I think he took his eye off it. I think you're right, Tim. Took his eye off it. Yeah. I think he was.
I'm not saying he took it for granted. I'm more saying he was so working on getting nice on the 4 that the shape. Yeah, he was more working the shape than making the ball.
Let's say he was distracted from the job in hand.
Well, in the end, it doesn't really matter because he's missed the ball. And now, like I'm saying, I mean, it's not like Indonesia has done stupid things. They've been very solid. We are going to see high class pool. This is the World Championships. And I'm just very, very surprised he's played it so solid with a lot of spin. Could have stunned it, could make the ball. I am. This is. It's the opening set, so both players or both teams are looking to settle down. But Indonesia has such a big chance. Like I said, a pretty new duo, I would say, between Jeffrey and Jean-Marc. Both of them have played quite some Pro Billiard Series events, so obviously they have qualified.
Yeah, 2 stream tables for you guys. Now I recognise that face, look. That's Melvin Chia sat in the background there, just behind Team Indonesia.
Tempo on the pocket.
Nice for the left-hander to square it all up. So they will be breaking to get on the hill first. Did have a chance there though, Tim. Indonesia missed that relatively easy 5-ball.
Yeah, definitely could have went 3-1. And I mean, overall in this set system with the break, it can always go anyways, but just really surprised they missed the 5-ball. There's the 5-ball. Or, well, that was the Philippines, of course. Hard work, but 2 each. Great opening set from both.
Yeah, De Luna, his first break, first game of this match was pretty strong. Cue bending on the table. Going for full power, Tim. Well, 80% power, maybe not full power.
Oh, the cue ball at the edge of disappointment. Look at this.
Well, has he got a view through to it, Tim? He's having a good look at it.
Yeah, I think he has, but then still gotta be careful not to run into the 3 or the 5-ball. Played the deliberate bump, but now it's not like this 2-ball got much easier, Mark. Cue ball froze into the rail.
Yeah, this is a shot of nightmares for me. This is probably my least favourite shot. Close to the rail, Tim. Quite a thin cut down the rail. About a quarter ball. Oh, it's horrid. The only thing, he hasn't got to do too much with a cue ball. He'll have a look at the 3, but not interested. And that's a pretty poor safety there. Didn't get either ball safe. I think he was trying to stay behind the 9 with the cue ball, but overran it slightly.
Corner pocket.
Yeah, mainly was working the object ball there, Mark. I mean, he was trying to at least make sure the 2-ball stays to the bottom short rail. Well, he's going very aggressive here on the cut. I'm not saying it's not a good choice. I'm more saying you can leave the 2-ball hanging over the corner.
Oh, how well has he played that?
Ooh, did he get... If he got something on the 3-ball, I gotta say he's got the reward on cutting the 2-ball.
Well, Jeff giving it a little bit of body English there. Just as it give it a nudge, his old hips went a little bit. Good shot. That'll do nicely. A little bit short, Tim. A little bit awkward queuing for the left hand up.
Yeah, and I mean, ideal would be close to straight. I mean, either angle would work on the 6. As you can see, the arm, bridge hand, a little bit awkward queuing. And he's coming up for it. I mean, it's just awkward how he's laying. The shot itself should be fine to stun low left into the long rail, but just the way how he has to cue the ball. Extra time needed.
Yeah, it was well done, wasn't it? Tap on the table from his partner there, and rightly so. Can he get round the back of the 10 though, Tim? That's the question.
Yeah, I think he can. A little bit of outside spin to. Oh, he's playing with inside spin. That was, as you can see, very, very close to make sure not to hit the 10. That's what I'm saying. Like, I think this duo could work very well. Similar playing style, similar rhythm around the table. They still have the Philippine vibe going, but it's just different. You know, every pairing is difficult, and of course, when I'm going all about that, he's missed the 7 ball, and this is a big thing, Mark. Missing that 7 ball for Indonesia.
Well, I don't know about you, but I was looking at that and the angle that he was playing that 7 ball De Luna, and I thought, I think he's playing safe here. It definitely wasn't cutting it enough from the view that I was looking at anyway. And indeed, he did undercut it. And he's
Extension.
left a very, very good chance for Indonesia to get on the hill.
Yeah, I agree with you. It really didn't look like he was cutting the ball too much. I mean, a player knows better than we do from that angle, but it looked a little bit off on the cut. And that's also, listen, this is the first round, and they're still looking to see what the cue ball does with inside outside spin. So it's not a guarantee to make every shot, but still you still have to figure it out eventually. And overall, I have to say, Indonesia looking stronger doing that than the Philippines. Not picking any sides, but
10 ball.
they have been
pocket.
figuring out a little better than the Philippines so far.
Yeah, this 10 ball then to get on the hill in this opening set. Always a great advantage to win the opening set.
Don't take any balls until it stops. Thank you.
Yeah, there you clearly heard the referee. Please don't take any balls out until the cue ball was completely stopped. We've seen instances in the past. It's a WPA rule, and whether you like it or not, you know, we've seen people throw balls on the table before and collide with the cue ball. We've certainly seen that. Christina Zleteva against Tyler Steyer. That's the one that always springs up in my mind. Thought she'd won the rack, threw some balls on the table, caught the cue ball on the 8 ball, and it was ball in hand for Tyler Steyer. It also happened with Rubelin Amit and Cheska Centeno, didn't it? In New Zealand.
Yeah.
Not so long ago.
I mean, listen, to bring the sport of billiards to a better quality, I would say we just have to make sure the rules are fair and equal, and everybody knows the rules. Just follow the rules and it should be fine. But then still in the rhythm, being around the table, of course, everybody's got that urge to go a little faster. So it's difficult for the players, but I think it's a good thing overall. Ooh. Ooh. Well, he's got my goosebumps there. I mean, almost scratched. Did he get something on the 1 ball, Mark?
Well, he has a look at it. He has a safety option. Can't see him playing a bank shot on the 1 ball. Can push out still as well. Even if you can see a ball, you can still play a push out, any shot after the break. But he does have quite a full ball here, I think, Tim. Just has to be careful of the cue ball on the 6. Love to be able to send the 1 ball to the middle of this bottom rail, right by the predator cat. Right on the predator cat's head. Look, there it is. Nicely done.
Yeah, he did find the predator cat. Won't be too difficult
Corner pocket.
to hit the 1. So I'm expecting, actually, I expect the hit on the 1 and cover. There's a big cluster near, but needs quite a full hit.
Yeah, he got
did
it as
really
well.
Really well. I think this is a very quality shot there, Mark. Hit it so full in the face to send the one ball to the other side of the table. And easy to hit, of course, with the jump cue, but a very quality hit from De Luna.
And you saw De Luna enjoyed it as well. Gave a little bit of hip English again, just as the cue ball struck the one. Trying to give it a little bit more to get it past, and it worked.
Extension.
Catchies have taken the opening set in theirs. Match against Spain, your friend playing over there, Tim. Jose Delgado, partner in, I think he's actually playing with Estiola, isn't he?
I think he is playing with, and now I do see the player in front of me. None of the usual suspects, but still a good player. Oh man, I have to
Esposito. That's who I meant to say.
Yeah,
I got it wrong. I could have sang it to you, but you know, that always reminds me of it.
And I'm just glad you didn't. You know, it's early for everyone, so I'm glad you didn't. But
you and thousands of others.
The funny thing is with the whole doubles is most of the players would go instantly on the best partnership between, like the best players in their country. Doesn't always make the best pairing. For example, Shane van Boning is playing with Nick de Leon, and a lot of people would go like, well, why are they playing together? Or the Netherlands, Marco Teucher, he has chosen to play, or I'm not sure if he has chosen, but he's playing now with Tim Jonkman, a very capable player from the Netherlands, doesn't play as much on the international stage. And I think it will be very interesting to see how far they can get. So overall, yeah, I mean, I think we're going to have a lot of fun seeing new combinations, new pairings, and who knows? I mean, same like the Philippines in this example.
Well, it's Indonesia on the hill, but it's Philippines at the table. Jeff having a little laugh with somebody in the crowd or looking at something, watching another match maybe. He's pretty sure his partner was going to get him nicely on this 7, just asking Sean Mark Malone where he wants the cue ball. Probably over this left-hand side of the table, Tim. As good as anywhere, isn't it? Bit of low left, or just a bit of left. That'll do it nicely.
Yeah, overall should have been fine. But as you can see, Sean Mark, dominant right-hand player. His confident side definitely being on the left side of the table. And a little bit more cut on the 10. But this to make it a heel set in the opening set, Mark.
Yeah, nothing this man can't handle, I don't think. Keep the head still. Oh, there's a lot of movement there, Tim. There was a lot of movement from De Luna. Even the bridge hand moved. Well.
Not something you get to see very often, Mark.
Do you know what? I saw him in the PBC doubles tournament when he played with Cesca Centeno in the mixed pairs. I remember a 10 ball just like that he missed early on in the match, and he just looked so uncomfortable on that shot. No more extension. He's going to have to hurry up.
Oh,
foul. The referee has called a foul. Oh, it's a time foul. Do you know what? You can go a whole tournament and never see a time foul. And we've seen one in the very opening rack. Opening match, I should say. Wow, unbelievable.
This is probably the craziest thing we've seen this event. And imagine, of course, this is the first match, but you can see the Philippines. I mean, of course, I would be loving this too. I mean, your opponent trying to call the extension, not getting one, making the winning shot for the set. Wow, crazy stuff, Mark. This. Yeah, I mean, I don't think we could have had a more exciting start for this tournament.
Yeah, extraordinary. Forgot that he hadn't any extension left. And then got down. I thought he was going to hit it in time, but just took that extra second, and well done to the referee. There is a beep on the shot clock, which you distinctly heard. And De Luna, what a let-off after that miss on the 10 ball from him. And then, of course, well, bizarre shot clock foul. Means we're heel. Oh, and a scratch, though, from Mark Malayan. It's all happening here in Indonesia. And we're only on day one in the very, very first match. Now, this is a little bit awkward, Tim. Ideas, please. Answers on an email.
Well, I mean, I would love to give you some insights, but I mean, I would be happy to hit this one ball. I mean, this is where pool gets very awkward. He does have some way to hit the one. He's hit it
Good
really
shot.
well. I mean,
Good shot.
the problem is that yes, you cannot kick to where you're always going to have the save, but the hit he's made at least gives him another shot to the table. And as you can see, trying everything behind the cluster is okay, but we also know how capable the Luna is with the jump cue. So I'm sure that Team Indonesia is trying and keep him away from the jump cue. I mean, that's all these players. They know the strengths and the weaknesses of the players from each other. They've been playing each other so many times. Then still, would you? I don't think I would like to really make the one ball, so he's playing safe behind the 6.
Yeah, good touch.
Yeah, another one of those that not impossible to hit. But we'll have to make a good effort to get to the one ball. Won't be the 2 rails, won't be, well, 2 rails around the 2, 10, 9 might be something. Yeah, just making sure the 10 and the 2 are locked.
The first one, yeah.
And so be careful. I mean, we're 3 each. And with good control, if Jeffrey can send this 1 ball near that cluster and the cue ball frozen to the 3 ball, he's played it. Oh, I was gonna say, as long as the cue ball as well. It's good stuff from the Philippines, Mark.
One
I
ball,
mean,
corner pocket.
it's really difficult to find the rhythm, to get the rhythm going. Sure, Indonesia has a good chance to hit the 1, but overall, 3 rails
Foul.
has missed it.
It's the second foul.
And his second fall, as you can hear. The referee is not playing around.
No, I've been very impressed with the refereeing up until now.
Oh, if the cue ball runs slightly in the 10, that's a really tight lock-up safety if you can get it
You are on
there.
2 fouls.
And this is quite the trap. The 4 blocking the 2 rails mark, and I don't think they can go over the right long rail. The jump, well, I mean, I have to say, I mean, I'm not saying the jump is impossible, but I'd rather try a lot of other things than jumping this ball.
Extension.
Yeah, making sure he's using the extension on this one. Doesn't want to
8
rush
ball,
this one.
corner pocket.
So going 2 rails. Has to hit it, remember. Otherwise it's loss of set.
Wow.
Oh, what a great shot. What a
Wow.
great shot that is. What a brilliant shot. Very unlucky not to make the 8 ball, Tim. Tremendous shot there. Give yourself a pat on the back, sir.
Well, I'm not going to say it's the escape of the century, but imagine we're at 3 each. You're like behind the cluster, you have to go 2 rails. If you don't hit the ball, you instantly lose the set. I'm very sure he was thinking about it. Made a almost full hit and almost made a ball he had called. So overall, he's not going to be happy what he's left here mark on the 1 ball, but man, I mean, I would feel like I won the lottery there on the 1 ball. The kick he's played. Oh, is he gonna open up the 2? Or maybe run into the 9? Oh.
10 ball, corner pocket.
Yeah, it's not a win. Of course, in a WPA rules, we are playing WPA rules. This is a world title, guys. This isn't just one of the usual kind of little add-on tournaments. This is the real deal. 3 world champions will be crowned this week in Indonesia, the beautiful island of Bali. We will crown the men's doubles champions, the men's 8 ball champion, defending his title, Josh Villa, and we will also be crowning the top woman in the world at 10 ball as well, Christina Takac, defending champion in that one. There's no defending champion in this one because this is the inaugural. This is the very, very first time this tournament's ever been played.
Well,
Very nicely
wasn't too
played.
shy.
8 ball, corner pocket.
Play that with a lot of confidence, Mark. I mean, after the safety battle could bring some nerves, but good cueing. And on the way to
Finally.
capture the first set.
Yeah, finally that 8-ball dropping after that tremendous hit on the 1 ball when he was hooked. It was only right he had the chance to make the 8-ball, isn't it? For the second time. Wants us to slow up.
Yeah, it doesn't have to do too much just to get from the 4 to the 5, and I think this is quite steep. Maybe we'll have to go around the 7-10 to get on the 6 ball. Can he still... No, he was still fine to stun it with stun right. I mean, I'm usually quite uncomfortable around the side pocket point. Some players are really good at it, but definitely something to practice if you want to be a good player. Probably the most important shot for this match, making the 6, getting straight on the 7.
Not allowed.
Oh, no.
Extension again. We've already had 1 time foul. This time,
Nice play.
no problem.
He has played really well there, Mark. I gotta say, if but both teams now have had the thing happening where they've called the extension and the referee's saying, "Listen, you don't have one. Play." So nerves all over the place.
Got a nice round of applause for that 6-ball. I think it was for the fact that they didn't do a time foul for the second time.
Well, don't forget, the 6 was really near the side pocket point, and gotta say the shape he's given his partner on the 7 was really well. This is a little bit weird to get on the 10. This is a set winning shot.
10 ball side pocket.
Oh, this is a big shot, Mark.
It's a nervy one, that's for sure. Beep, 10 seconds has gone off. It's going to hear a 5-second beep. Oh, it's going to come back up. Is it going to come back up, or is it going to... Oh, it's going to hang there, Tim. Well, it would have been interesting if it had fallen. It wouldn't have been a foul. It would have been respotted. But it would have been just as easy, I'm pretty sure. So this then, for the first set, it's that 10 ball again that's caused all the drama.
Timeout.
And the timeout called, guys. So Tim de Ruyter and myself, Mark White, we will be back with you as soon as the players are back in this beautiful convention centre here in Bali. We'll catch you soon.
this one. Then to break. Okay.
Because we do not refresh to turn right.
Left, right,
Yeah.
left, right.
You can the man on the right.
Yes.
That's right. Now turn to there.
So it's then to break. Okay. Anyways, then to break.
Bẫy à? Bẫy này á? Ồ, nói chung không chị? Chưa. Để giờ không có cơ hội để chị. Từ từ khi nào có hàng đi với chị, tại vì cái này nó sẽ đi trực tiếp với lại hệ thống. Thì đó, ví dụ như bên này sẽ cộng đất. Nếu mà còn thì cái là một
No start yet.
nếu mà hết lượt thì sẽ là màu đỏ, còn lượt là màu xanh đúng không?
Welcome back to the International Conference Centre here in Bali, Indonesia. First set really was a story of the Temple, wasn't it? 2 missed 10s. The time foul, of course, and then that missed 10 into the side, which ended up over the corner pocket, which basically just handed the set to the Philippines. One team already through to winners round 1. Wu Kunlin, Chia Chen Se from Chinese Taipei winning in straight sets. Just waiting for our players to return. Hong Kong have taken the opening set against New Zealand. Austria, as expected, did take the opening set and are 1-1 in the second set. Iraq took the first set against Team Germany. Joshua Filler, reigning 8-ball world champion, and Felix Vogel, who I'm sure will be a world champion in the near future. Peru, Gerson Martinez, the leader there. They've taken their first set and are two racks to 1 up in the second. And the first set also has gone to the Netherlands against Team Japan. So here we go. Tim de Ruyter and myself, Mark White, in the booth for you for the start of this second set. It's the Philippines who lead 1-0.
Yeah, I want to give a little shout out to the Netherlands, actually. Gotta say, we've got a very interesting pairing. A lot of people would say maybe Niels Vayen or Mark Bijstebos should be there. I actually think we have a really, really good team this year. So just a little shout out. Who knows? I mean, I'm hoping the best for the Netherlands. For now, I mean, he actually crushed the break from the side. Plenty of balls flying in. And is the run out available, Mark? That's the big question. Playing safe.
Yeah, I can now answer that question. No.
Easy to say afterwards, but...
Yeah, well, I'm just happy he's a fast player, Tim. You should know better than to ask me about patterns and balls to take and safeties and all that. That's your job. I'm just here to keep things going, mate.
Yeah, but overall, I mean, I think he definitely had the opportunity to play something aggressive, aggressive safety. That's exactly what Jeffrey just did there. Definitely not an easy escape. Is he able to go over the right long rail? I mean, it's kind of weird. Might be able to push just the 3 and the 8 together and live to play another shot. I mean, I like this. I like just taking the intentional foul. This is a good shot.
Intentional fouls are allowed, of course. They're not deemed unsportsmanlike or anything like that. It's okay. It's part of the game. So just tying up the 3 ball, thought his chances of hitting the 2 and getting it safe were pretty minimal. So just tie another ball up. But he has got ball in hand, Tim, to move this, and he might even make the 3 at the same time. Well,
and how well has he
good.
played that? Oh, this is incredible stuff from Sean Mark Malayan. Look at that shape.
Perfect for a lefty as well, Tim. Find the gap now between the 7 and the 6. Lots of low left on the cue ball. Spinning it round 2 rounds for the 5 to the top left. Shouldn't be a problem, Tim, I don't think.
Yeah, but, you know, catching the ball a little thicker, a little thinner can do so much to the cue ball. And I have to say, if the 5 goes to the top right, Sean did play a pretty good cue ball there. I mean, not something he had to play, but overall, definitely in a decent position.
Yeah, played lots of right-hand spin on it, and Jeff's very, very twitchy this morning, I've noticed. Just hasn't settled down still, I don't think. There's a lot of body movement. Very anxious looking. Looks like he's having fun though. Very posh venue. They've got waiters and everything there, Tim. Good shot from close under the rail.
I have to say, overall, it's not like Indonesia is not putting up the fight. I mean, they're looking good. I think it all came down to maybe 1 or 2 shots in a previous rack or in the previous set to win the last rack. Oh, and this, well, of course, whenever I say something like that, Mark, they're going to leave their partner a little longer on the 10.
Well, this is the same as the one he potted before. When against the shot clock. No shot clock worries this time. Just waiting for the ball to come to a stop. There we go. Now you can grab the balls for our referee to rack them once again. On the hill now, Peru men. 3-1 up in the second set, having won the first. Japan making a fight back against Team Netherlands. It's now 3-1 in the second set to Japan. Netherlands 1 set up there, though, remember. Germany just starting out their second set, having lost the first to Iraq. all these scores and everything you need to know about all the tournaments coming up this week, guys, is on ProBilliardSeries.com. There's all the draws, schedules, information, prize money, all about the players, everything you need to know. ProBilliardSeries.com. So winner breaks, of course, within the sets.
Oh, and he's hit it really good. Slight bit of spin on the cue ball, but besides that, crushing the break. One ball catching the side pocket point, lining up to eventually a difficult shot overall. Is he able to play stun left, holding the cue ball for the 2. And also, if you look eventually, the 6-4, quite difficult. But it could give a good safety shot if you get there. Gotta go 1, 2, 3 and play a good save.
Oh, played that well. Played that very well. Just missed the 10 ball. Played it nicely. This to take a 2-0 lead in this rack. Now, does he have an angle here, Tim, to develop that 6-4?
Yeah, I think he does. Still needs a full hit into the 6 ball. But I would start to be very happy, actually. I mean, he could still play himself straight in on the 4, but wouldn't make any sense.
Four ball, corner pocket.
Just wondering, does he have the angle? I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't mind playing the soft shape for the 4, but to get the cue ball out, he has done nicely. I mean, if he caught the 6, would have been bad news.
Managing to get the left hand spin on the cue ball to grab the rail. New cloth, of course, we're playing on the Predator arc tables.
Yeah, just stays smooth so long overall. Just nice to watch, nice to play on for a long period of time. I'm just wondering, they have been playing on this 7, and knowing that the cloth will slide, they can play a little bit wider on the 7, but I don't think they have the full
7 ball,
pocket, so
corner pocket.
have to cheat it a little bit.
Zen remaining calm under pressure. 2 shots away from a two rack lead in this set number 2. One that they have to win. Oh, got a little bit close to that side
10 ball,
pocket
corner
point.
pocket.
Well, there's a couple early birds in the arena. If you look at Shane Van Boning in the back, trying to see already how is the table playing, how does it, how does everything react. Of course, for some pairings, this is also an opportunity to really get going for the World A-Ball Championships coming up soon. So everybody's trying to get their a little bit of feeling for the equipment. And sure, I mean, everybody would want to be the world doubles champion, but I mean, the fact that they have again 2 tournaments in a row, I think this is the best thing for a pool player ever. I mean, I think really that Predator is doing a good thing running a couple events at the same time, or maybe following each other.
Yeah, very good point. And I think there's a very, very good chance that SVB and Nick DeLeon will be on one of the TV tables, either 1 or 2, at 2 p.m. They're waiting for the winners of a match going on at the moment. We're not sure who it's going to be yet, but it's going to be an interesting dynamic, that. Shane Van Boning playing with Nick. Of course, there's lots and lots of different tournaments going on at the moment. It's good, actually, that players actually have a choice now of what they want to do, where they want to play. They can choose by country that they fancy going to, or, by the prize money. Huge prize money here, remember, 70,000 to the winners of this, 70,000 to the winners, or the winner of the World 8 Ball, and 50,000 to the winner of the Women's World 10 Ball. So there's a lot of money at stake in Bali. And it's not a bad location either, I've seen from all the players.
Yeah, I don't think they can really
videos.
complain, Mark.
Oh, I'm sure they will, though.
Well, it's the nature of a pool player, but overall, I really don't think they can complain being in Bali.
No, but I tell you where they will be complaining at the moment, and that's in Hanoi, because I've just seen some amazing videos coming out. I've just seen Jason Shaw actually walking to the venue, and they've got bad flooding there, and he's up to his knees in water walking along to the venue.
Oh, well, I gotta say, I mean, definitely hope everything is safe there. All the people are okay and good there, but I mean, imagine traveling very far, very wide to, you've got your expenses too to go there, and then you cannot really do your job. That's also trouble too.
Well, Jasmine Ocean, as I mentioned at the start, is having ice baths in boiling hot sunshine. Jason Shaw's walking through knee-deep water. And as you say, yeah, hope they're all well. Keep safe, guys. Back to this one. A few little problems here, though, Tim. They're a little bit knee-deep in trouble here.
1 ball, corner pocket.
Well, this has caught the attention of Jeffrey DeLuna, who'd be a referee, not me.
I gotta say, this is...
Oh. How would you want to call that?
Yeah. Well, I was gonna say that is a foul. But that's...
Touch 8 ball first.
The problem is that sometimes, and it is a thing in pool,
Sorry, wait for a while. I think it's ball in hand. I think
there is a simultaneous hit. There is something. I watch this a lot in Carom too. I'm not saying it is guaranteed a foul. I'm more saying there is...
Yeah, so
It's got to be.
As you see,
It's 8 ball.
Yes.
8 ball first.
Yeah.
I totally agree. Yeah, totally agree with the referee. It is a foul. Hit the 8 ball first. You could see that from the replay. So good job by the referee once again. You saw Jeffrey DeLuna straight out of his seat when they played that shot. He thought it was a foul. I mentioned Tim, he gave a funny little look when they called the 1 ball in the corner, because it was kind of an expression from DeLuna, kind of saying, "Are you sure?"
Well, you sometimes just play this kind of safety shot or some kind of position where you say, I got you there. And then your opponent just goes down and shoots that shot you didn't think it was there. I think that's exactly what happened for the Filipino pairing. The Pinoy overall, I mean, doing what they are supposed to do. I mean, they have that rhythm around the table, nice and smooth overall.
Yeah, that's 2 calls now against the Indonesians. Once the time foul, and now the 8-ball foul. Lots of drama, guys, on day 1 here in Bali. We're here for 7 days, remember. 2 matches for you going on at the same time. Today, I believe we have 3 matches. Tomorrow, it will be 4. And 4 every day from then on until we get down to the semis and the finals, down to the business end of the tournaments. So a little bit of work here for Mark to do. Can go around or can play lots of left-hand spin. Our corner pocket he's going to now. Yeah, it's better for position, isn't it, Tim?
Yeah, surely like to play this in the corner. I mean, it's not like we're playing snooker where you're taking whatever pocket is available to get the points. In this case, definitely I like the guaranteed shape. And that's also the pocket speed makes the ball so much easier too.
So 8, 9, 10 to get a rack on the board in this second set. Just got to drag this in, cue ball away from the rail slightly.
10-ball, corner pocket.
So 2-1 it is then. Indonesians still leading in this second set, having lost the first. Now then, Cledio and Eklund have won in straight sets against Team Spain. Mr. Esposito and Delgado will have to come through the one-loss side. It is double elimination. New Zealand making a fight back, having lost the first set against Hong Kong. They're 2-0 up in the second set there. Now then, here's a little turnaround. Austria, who won the first set, are 3-1 down in the second set. Josh Villa and Felix Vogel are 1-1 in their second set, having lost the first set against Iraq. And Peru are on the double hill against Vietnam. They lead 1-0 and 3-2 in their second set. 1 set all now, Japan and the Netherlands just starting their third set. Back to this one, balloon to break.
Yeah, slight nice bit of overcut.
Lovely kiss there, Tim, on the 2-ball. And look where the 2 is.
Yeah, sure. Not too horrible to be on the 1 with the 2-ball available. Think to get from the 2 to the 3-ball. Well, 2 to the 3 and then to get from the 3 to the 4. Some traveling to be done.
If you are just joining us, guys, this is day 1 of 7 days of pool coming to you live from Bali in Indonesia. We're playing the men's doubles on day 1. Women will start their World 10-ball tomorrow. And of course, the men's World 8-ball will join in all the fun as well at some stage. This is a 3-day tournament. The men's doubles, double elimination. Best of 3 sets until we get to the last 8, and then we go to best of 5 sets. 10 balls the game. We have to call shot, of course. It's winner breaks within each set. 30-second shot clock. 1 extension each per rack.
Yeah, and a great opportunity to tie the score too. I mean, not saying Team Indonesia did not get their chances to run away with this set, but that's a beautiful thing I feel like in doubles play, is that sometimes pool can look so easy, and then sometimes, you know, just not to get there. It's like, it's kind of funny. And it's all about the rhythm, the pace around the table, the feeling they get after the shot. Playing in pairings is really not as easy as most of the people would think about it.
Look at them eyes.
10 ball corner pocket.
Trained on that 9 ball. Finishes perfect. On the 10 ball for sure, Mark Malayan to bring this second set all square at 2-2. And it will be Team Philippines breaking. Now then, Tim, we are in Bali this week, and as you would expect, I've come up with some fun facts on Bali, but I'm going to save them until our second match. I'm going to tease you.
Well, can you maybe tease me for 10 days?
You're very cruel at times, you know that. all my hard work and effort to educate you a little bit more. I've got some good ones, actually. I've got some really good ones this week, and I've also been working on some new pool facts as well. I found some great Q Sports facts, brand new ones, which I'm going to be talking about throughout the week. So you can look forward to those guys whenever I'm commentating with Eric Hallefson and not Tim de Ruyter.
Ho, 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 ho. I appreciate them, but I'm not going to give you the pep talk to do them. I mean, things don't come easy in life, you know. You got to work for it a little bit.
Yeah, they need to work hard in this set as well, these two guys, because they can't afford to lose this one. And Philippines are breaking on the hill. To get to the hill, I should say, rather. Indonesia trying to stop them.
Yeah, I gotta say, he's got a very interesting break-cue there, actually, if you look at the red collar. Makes me already wonder. I think it's a beacon rush, but just overall, this time not doing its work. Somewhat of a funny shot on the 1 ball. I mean, sure, to pocket the ball, I think most of the people would favor themselves, but to get nicely on the 2 ball, could go 2 rails. He's looking at leaving himself underneath the 12. Could also go high in between the 7-8. Problem is, if you get on the rail, it's no good. But It's doing good stuff. That's what I'm saying. Like, I think both pairings are really like playing well. So the differences have been, well, we've seen crazy drama near the end of the set, but overall, I think this has been very enjoying to watch. The first opening match looking to be a cracker between these two teams, and maybe not something that most of the people would expect from a match between the Philippines and Indonesia.
I just caught a glimpse there of Marco Tojca in his beautiful orange shirt. I love it whenever you guys play football or any sport. I love your orange, but I do have a question. It does raise a question, Tim. Why do all your teams play in orange when your flag is red, white and blue? Is there an easy answer?
No. Because we're Dutch. No. Well, we do have the orange lion kind of thing going on as well, so it's kind of. I actually, to be honest, no. I would not have to give you the easy answer, but it's a little bit of both. I think we use a little bit of both there. Like sometimes we like to be in the orange because it really represents us, but maybe it's also because the red, white, and blue doesn't really do us enough justice overall. So, I gotta say, I'm so used to being either in full orange or playing the red, white, blue that. Oh, Mark, what did he do there? Why did he skim? Why did he play low left? Well, I mean, I understand nobody wants to hear everything about the Netherlands, but this is just a little bit of a shock to get this shape, to cut this in. I'm not saying it's impossible, but the cue ball will also be running.
Covered well. They did reach the hill first time, Tim, in the first set. And it looks like they're going to be doing the same in the second. Good angle on this 9 to bring him down for the 10.
10 ball corner pocket.
Well, you gotta feel a little bit for them. They've made the winning shot in the opening set to be called a time fall. Something that honestly doesn't happen too often. So overall, like I said, the differences are not too big between Indonesia and Philippines, but I mean, if you're gonna make the huge mistakes, well, I'm very sure the opponent is going to grab them too. Overall, I think we're really in for a treat right now.
Peru have beaten Vietnam, sending them to the one-loss side. 2-0. Straight sets. And Austria, although they won the first set, they are down 3-2 to Kuwait in the second set. So maybe we'll get a third and deciding set there. Maybe we'll get a third and deciding set here, because Team Indonesia are breaking on the hill for this second set.
Slight bit of overcut, and one thing that seems to, for me, be very impressive, or well, slightly impressive for me, is the fact that there's not so much spin on the ball. And from that side rail break, you see very often the fact that a lot of players are putting a lot of spin on the ball, outside spin. Didn't really work in this case, but yeah, look at this layout now too. If I think the 7 does go to the bottom left, and the 6 really is laying nice to get there. To get the natural angle from the green 6 to brown 7. I think that's the only thing that, well, I mean, so many things that could go wrong, Mark, but
3 ball, corner pocket.
I would say if anything could go wrong, that's the shot to look at.
Just going to draw this nice soft little draw shot from the purple 4 to the Dutch orange into the side pocket.
Gotta say, we love our orange juice as well, so yeah. I have to do more research. I mean, that's a thing.
Extension.
That's your homework, Tim. And if you don't come up with it in the next match, it could be detention and lines.
Oh, okay. I'm on my way.
So this is a shot, Tim, that you were talking about. 5 to the 6, 6 to the 7. So it's important he gets the right angle here on the 6 ball to get back for the 7. Don't think he's got there though, is he? May just have to drop it in.
Well, we'll have to nudge the 8 over to the bottom right corner. I think going forward should definitely leave you something decent.
You just never know though, do you? When you're going into a ball, Tim, it can go wrong, can't it? It can always go wrong when you're nudging balls.
Well, he's playing stun.
Oh, nicely done.
Yeah. And I think overall, if you look early at the pairing for the Philippines, like I said, this tournament we have a lot of pairings which maybe are not in a lot of people's eyes
this has gone slightly wrong.
Ooh.
Yeah, sorry to interrupt, Tim. I just saw that cue ball travelling towards that 9 ball and thinking this isn't going to finish good. It's a very thin one into the side.
Well, I gotta say, I'm not a firm believer for the cut in the side. I'd rather bank it in the corner. Must be
He's missed it altogether.
Yeah, but it's super thin too. I mean, I don't know about this. Like I said, I understand they want to go aggressive, but then, I mean, they're good bank players in general. I'm not sure.
Yeah, he played it. He played it with a lot of right-hand spin as well, Tim, trying to check the cue ball off the second rail and maybe, just push the cue ball offline. Ended up missing the 9. So very nice ball in hand, which is, well, how Philippines won the first set. They're going to return the favour because it's going to be the second set going to Indonesia. And we will be going to a decider, guys. And remember, if we do go to 3-3, we will have one of them shootouts.
Timeout?
Yeah, so it looks like we are going for that deciding set, and
No timeout. Okay.
No, we're going to get straight on with it, guys. They don't want a timeout. They're in stroke. They just want to go for it. Third and deciding set.
I just found out about something that, I mean, hopefully I'm not gonna get tortured in my country, but I completely figured it out about the flag and why that the Dutch people like the orange, not just the fruit orange. I love oranges, but and did you know that way back the red in the red, white, blue flag used to be orange?
No, I didn't know that. You figured it out or you Googled it? Be honest.
Well,
I've
I
got a
have
filter
some.
on you.
I have some good influences. No, it was ChatGPT, but I have to say this is stuff I never really expected to know about. So yeah, very interesting. The orange flag was from the Prins van Oranje, which means Oranje is orange in Dutch. And on the sea, the orange flag also, well, was very clear. So orange was always a preference. And yeah, I just learned something new. And it's almost 7 a.m. in the morning. I think I'm having a great day, Mark.
Well, it's exactly my point earlier about all these little facts that I have as well. It's always nice to learn something, isn't it? You wake up and you think, right, I'm going to work and we're going to talk about pool, but you never know. And a day isn't complete,
side
until
pocket.
you've learned something. And I love that fact. So thank you very much for that. And by the way, orange and pink are my favourite colours, both very, very visible. Unfortunately, we don't have a pink 4 here. We have a purple one, just for your information, guys. But we do have an orange 5.
Yeah, that's why usually I manage to make the orange 5 but miss the green 6. That's, well, one of my qualities.
Extension.
Now, this actually, I think it's really interesting how this safety battle has been going back and forth. Team Indonesia playing a good safety shot behind the 7, not getting the perfect hook behind the 7. I really like the idea they've played there.
White ball, corner pocket.
Are they going very aggressive into the cam into the 5, or is that a little bit of a backup? Are they trying to hook the cue ball behind the 10? Leaves quite the jump if you do so. No, they just
Not bad.
mainly bring at least the 1 ball to the long rail.
Kuwait have indeed equalised. It's 1-1 now against Austria.
Well, that, I gotta say, if you don't know what they're talking about, that was quite some.
Free ball. Corner pocket.
Ooh,
Foul.
No, why was that a foul? She called a foul.
Sorry.
well, for a second I thought maybe it was because of the time, but I think
No, the
Jeffrey
beeps
did
were
an
still going,
incredible
weren't they?
job to. Yeah, I thought Jeffrey did a great job to just drop down and at least hit it 2 rails.
1 ball, corner pocket.
Yeah, referee just having one of those little moments in pressure. You know, the referees feel it as well.
Well, the main thing I think also is the fact that, like in other sports, sometimes whatever the official says is really what has to be done. And the beauty in pool is the fact that in this case you could see both teams immediately said, "Oh, that's not the right decision. I want to make sure that things go well," which, in my opinion, is a really good thing. I think that's why, well, pool or snooker or any cue sport is one of the gentleman sports overall in the world, I think.
All sorted out, no damage done. Now, there may just be an edge here, Tim. Could be able to get the cue ball up behind the 7.
Well, let's say it different. I'm very happy to see that lately pool has turned into a more clean sport than all the funny stuff that used to happen in the 70s, 80s. Now, if he can catch this super thin, which he hasn't. Oh, look at this. It's going to be another chance for Indonesia. Definitely, they're gonna love getting to the table with this shot. A little bit of a cut. 3, 4, 5. Whenever you get nicely on the 5 ball, that should be all over.
Wants to be quite straight on this 5 ball to get to the 6. And nicely held, good angle. Mid-table is okay for the 7. Doesn't have to get too close to it. You see referee Dave Pearson in the background from the United States. Made the trip from Vietnam, Ho Chi Minh, where we were just over a week ago. So we often have little discussions, Tim, on who we think might win individual tournaments. Is there a clear favourite for you in this, would you say?
Well, honestly, I did not check
Extension.
for any favorites because the Netherlands is in there. I mean, whenever there's orange, I just look orange. But Yeah, I
And
will
so,
have to also. Oh, and that was so tough to do, to make the 9 and hold the cue ball on the 10. Yeah, well, it's an instant gift, but
Nine
I'm a
ball,
little
corner
bit
pocket.
surprised he tried to hold the cue ball there. I probably would have let to the cue ball run.
10 ball, corner pocket.
what a gift at the start of this third and deciding set. And remember, guys, the magic number is 3. If you get to 3, you're guaranteed minimum of a shootout. Yeah, very disappointed faces there on the Indonesians. So Tim has gone for Team Netherlands, has he?
Well, I mean, would you never go for Team Britain?
Well, it's funny you say that because no, I'm never kind of, I'm not like that for. Okay, if world football, of course, World Cup, then of course, yes. But in a world pool, not really. I mean, it's nice if they win, but I wouldn't like just say, oh, they're going to win. They're my favourites, and plus, I don't think British have got a team in it. To be honest, I don't think we have. But I'm going to go for Team Austria.
Well, I gotta say, that is a really good pick. And especially because I think Albin actually pushes Mario to be just that little bit better. And overall, both players, their qualities are just exceptionally high. So I do like that pick. That's definitely. I mean, in my opinion, that would, if you would bet any time on Austria, you would say, well, they're gonna be in the top 4 in how many events? I mean, probably quite a lot of them. So I mean, I'm not saying, hey, put your money on it. So please don't go crazy and don't bet your money and then blame me afterwards. But I do like your pick.
I think due to the fact also that they've played together so often. Also, they're World Cup of pool winners. They're great friends. A lot of chemistry there. Was that Nick DeLeon I just saw there?
I did not seem
Corner pocket.
to catch that. One thing that I find very interesting is the fact that
Corner pocket.
whenever Team Indonesia was playing in the beginning of this match, there was quite a bit of crowd early on. I mean, this is a first round
Extension.
match. It's a regular working day, so people, they work. So I think it's interesting how after the first set there was quite a lot of people, and then now suddenly there's not so many people. Not saying they have lost the faith in their country pairing, but sure, I would love to be there for Team Netherlands and scream them to the finish all the way.
Wry smile there from Jeffrey DeLuna as it the one just
3
kissed,
ball, side pocket.
which meant it wasn't available anymore. Just kissed the 7 ball there, you can plainly see. Didn't go. You see the hand movement again, Tim. The bridge moved so much. It's almost like he doesn't really look comfortable on the ball. He hasn't settled, I don't think.
1 ball, corner pocket.
Well, just as any event, the opening match, I mean, I was talking with Nick Vandenberg over the years, and he also told me, he said, listen, that first round match, whenever you get that going, he says, everything will be sometimes twice as good as you've been playing in the opening match, as long as you get through it. And I mean, I've seen that quite a lot. Just in the lower divisions to world-class players, the first couple racks or maybe the first match, and it's just always different. And when you get going, you finally get going, you feel like, oh, I got it off my chest. But just a little bit of a funny thing, Mark. Can't say, he didn't look too happy there, Jeffrey. I didn't think it was too horrible. Thought he was able to go at least forward to leave the 5 to the center pocket. Although I have seen, I'm a little bit traumatized with how many shots I've seen go wrong to the side pockets. And one thing is for sure, this will not go to the side pocket anymore unless he's banking.
You can go for separation. 5 ball over by the 10. It's okay. He's got the hook.
You have it.
Looks to Jeffrey for some advice. Make sure he's got an extension with the referee as well.
Extension. 5 ball.
He has.
Well,
So he's going
ideally,
one rail.
once you go 2 rails,
5 ball. Corner pocket.
catching the 5 on the left side, trying to bring the 7 or the 8 in between. Called the 5 in the top left just in case.
Well, could have gone worse, for sure. Now, is there a crazy 3 ball combo on here with the 8 in the side? May call it, just in case. If he's coming with the cue ball behind the 10, perhaps it's nowhere near on. Well, it was on, Tim. Nice shot, though. Appreciated by Jeffrey DeLuna there. Good weight.
5 ball. Side
Perfect
pocket.
line.
Well, the thing is, Jeffrey also, of course, happy to get back to the table there. As you mentioned, felt like it was on. Trying to get the 6 in between. This is overall what the Filipinos are doing so well, is the fact that they can kick at a certain piece of the ball so well. And sure, he's left the 5 ball on, but overall, if you look at where the 6 and the 9 was laying, I think he did have a great chance to get the hook.
Still work to do. No, that's not Jeffrey DeLuna. That's the Czech player. That's Roman Hebler's partner, I believe. Oh, it's struggled in, but it's in. David Zalman, that guy in the Czech shirt. Czech team, that is, Tim, not Czech as in pattern.
10 ball, corner pocket.
Well, they do say it's not how you start, it's how you finish. And they didn't have the greatest of starts, Indonesia. That was a nice finish and draws them level. So we're nicely tied here, Tim, at 1-1 in this deciding set. Team Netherlands 1-1 in sets, 3-2 down to Team Japan. So Team Japan guaranteed a shootout there. Elsewhere, nothing new to bring you guys.
Well, gotta say, that match have been real fast. If you look at the overall matches. Another pure quality of the doubles play, I think. Some partners, they just really just get going so well. It's all about the quality between the players. One thing, of course, don't forget, Sharmak Malayan winning the PBC Predator Indonesia Open earlier this year.
Corner pocket.
So no doubt he is going to be enjoying Indonesia, or to come back to Indonesia. I mean, I would love to win a big event and then come back in a couple months to show myself again. I mean, you're going to have the crowd, you're going to have the locals all over, you know, you just walk out of the hotel and the locals are there to support you, to help you, to, well, technically, oh, I think he's played the safety there. But I think, honestly, I think that's been a huge thing for Malayan. He's been also playing a lot better after winning that tournament. So another up-and-coming player from the Philippines, I would say.
Yeah, Carl Amorotto as well, another good youngster. And the youngest of them all, JB Sukal. And I did see a Facebook post of JB Sukal, the young 15-year-old, actually travelling with Efren Reyes. And I believe he has the same manager now as Efren Reyes, which will really, really help his game, I think, because it's no secret that he loved to have, you know, he loved the gambling game, the challenge matches and stuff like that. And everybody said, you know, if you go down that route, you're not going to do any good in these tournaments. And it's good to see that I think he's finally going to be playing in some big tournaments, JB Sukal. So there's another name for you to look out for in the near future.
4-ball, corner pocket. Foul.
Did not manage to catch a real. That's, I mean, a little bit unfortunate. I mean, of course, with how close the ball was to the rail, you would say a little thinner either side would have been fine. This match really starting to shape up for, well, I would say a shootout. I think it's very close between the two teams. Not saying both have played perfect. I'm not saying both have played poor. I mean, good standard. But just both not really seem to get the distance in compared to the other team. And, well, whenever you struggle to do that, the shootout is really luring in the corner. I mean, it's waiting for you at some point.
Yeah, Peru, who just won, will play Team Finland next. That's a pretty strong team as well. Petri Mäkinen, Kasper Matikainen. Very, very good pairing, that one, Tim. They could cause an upset or two as well in this tournament. Two good friends, two great players. Of course, Indonesia here, if they can take a 2-1 lead, moving ever closer to that magic 3, which will guarantee them the minimum of a shootout. Of course, they'll want to avoid that. All teams want to avoid the shootout if possible. Unless, of course, you're 3 behind in the deciding set, then that's all you can look forward to. This is nicely played. How do you play this, Tim? Just one rail, or are you coming round 3 rails?
I gotta say, I do really like to play just top right, excuse me. Just straight over. You've got quite some area to land, and the
Wow, would you believe it?
The problem is going. Well, I was gonna say the problem going 2 rails is the fact that it's gonna be sliding. So off the second rail, it's gonna open up more. And I mean, definitely. Listen, I think we have the easier look at the table there on that angle, Mark.
Extension.
Wow, all of a sudden, Jeffrey DeLuna and Sean Mark Lyon have perked up like a couple of birds in their cage who have just woken up on the perch. They thought this rack had gone. Yeah, happy to just get back to the table, aren't they?
I have to say, I'm a little bit impressed
Extension.
with the safety shot from Indonesia. It's not easy to tap a ball like that. It looks very easy. But then still,
He's already missed.
On the other side, I'm surprised that they did not get the safety shot like the Philippines does now.
Yeah, he's done pretty good there. Couldn't really do much else, Tim.
Tempo. Corner pocket. Tempo. Corner pocket.
Well, the thing is, from this view, we will not be sure what corner pocket there's 4. I'm assuming the top right. Is he going for the straight back? No. Top left.
Actually, he called the other pocket, and then he must have changed his mind. Well, he's thrown this one away. Indonesia have all down to that position from the 9 to the 10. Oh, that one's going to hurt them. because it will now be the Philippines breaking.
Because no ball in that pocket. No ball in that pocket. So.
Wow, what a strange rack that was. Started with some safety. Just got on the 5 ball there. Oh, it looked like he was perfect on this 9, Tim, and then you see that kind of stunned, didn't it? Off that top rail, top stunt
Great.
off the short rail, which completely changed the direction of the cue ball. That's where you need a nice smooth stroke. Ended up on top of the 10. And now De Luna and Malayan breaking to get on the hill, the double hill. Unleashes the power of the bull again. 6 ball, not quite.
Well, still no opening shot on the 1 ball, I believe, and definitely can play a safety. It's not easy though. I mean, might have to send the cue ball 2 rails. No, it was able to hit it full enough. Thought maybe a slight bit more angle,
6
but
ball. Corner pocket.
nothing worse actually on the break to have a dry break and then leave your opponent that safety where you would say, well, it's so high percentage, I'm going to be hooked right after. The only thing you can do is to play a good 2 rail kick on this.
You may have just caught a glimpse there of John Mora and Alex Pagulayan warming up for their first match. That's not a bad pairing either, is it?
1 ball. Side pocket.
There he is,
Well,
John Mora.
I was just going to ask you, I seen the orange passing by, and I might have to look for myself to see what the result was, because that means one of the early matches being done. I can see it's the Netherlands that won 2-1, and also
1 ball.
Peru
Corner pocket.
against Vietnam. Albania beat Spain, like you mentioned, and Chinese Taipei off to a good start, beating India. Couple close ones, actually, if you look at Hong Kong versus New Zealand. 1 each. Germany against Iraq.
6
1
ball.
each.
Corner
So
pocket.
this format really proving to be the ultimate test, as we see on this table too.
He's going lefty, Tim. He's played a decent shot here as well. Got that cue ball glued all the way to that 9 ball. Where does he go here, Tim? What's looking attractive for you, if anything?
1 ball. Corner pocket.
Well, nothing really looks attractive from this point. Gotta say, went right at it. So difficult to get somewhat of a hook from that position. Good hit
Yeah,
though. I
great
mean,
shot.
overall, it's always better to hit the ball and leave something awkward instead of a ball in hand.
Just to let you guys know that in the men's 8-ball, it will be a straightforward race to 8. There's no sets involved in the men's 8-ball. It will be a race to 8 in the early stages and then goes to a race to 10, Tim. So we've got some big battles to look forward to in the men's 8-ball, haven't we?
Yeah, I think if you are a true lover of the game, I really don't think it can get any better than this event. For me personally, this men's doubles might be one of my favorites to watch. But then also with the World 8 Ball, the women are also going at it. So we've once again got so much action to come. And I just think it's just a pleasure to watch this top-notch action for the coming, actually not sure, what is it, 9 days? We've got
7.
a lot of days to come still. 7 days.
I appreciate, Tim, you don't even know what day of the week it is. I mean, you finished commentating at Ho Chi Minh City and then went straight on to the European Championships. I just couldn't do it. I'm a little bit older than you, and you've been doing that. I believe you finished, yesterday was it you finished, or the day before?
I had a day off yesterday. That was nice. But overall, I've just been watching a lot of pool and I love to do it. I actually got to hit some balls yesterday and it felt great. Got a lot of inspiration. So, I might be off a little bit in times and how many days and indeed what kind of day it is. But, just very lucky to be back and to watch all the matches. And like I said, we've got so many top-notch matches to come still for the next 7 days, like you mentioned. And I mean, I'm just really looking forward to see who really comes out on top.
Extension.
I was actually going to ask you,
here.
watching so much pool, does it make you feel like playing? And it certainly does me as well. I mean, not that I'm playing to any standard, of course, and I haven't been playing for about 6 months now, not hardly any at all. We both play for different reasons, me purely for fun. I just wondered if it improves your game, Tim, watching all these great players and commentating on it. It must make you feel good when you finally get on the table, surely.
Tempo.
Yeah, for me personally, I have to say sometimes the over-analyzing what other players are doing is not always the best thing for me personally to do when I start to go playing. But on the other side, you start to be eager again. You look at the other players. Sometimes you think, oh, if they play like this, I might have a chance too. Like you get a little bit cocky. And I mean, sometimes it gives you the confidence. And it says, like if you put the hours in, if you put the work in, then maybe you have a chance, hopefully one day, to play the World Men's Doubles Championship. So it's not really a bad thing. But, I still have a long way to go, and so have other players too. So just happy to be playing again, putting time in. Then besides that, enjoying these matches. Don't think I can complain. That cut on the 8 was a really good shot, though.
Yeah, often when I see players like Wu Kunling or Koping Chung, Federgorst, they're three players who really make me want to play the game, if you know what I mean. When you watch them play, they're just so smooth and such great technique that it just makes me, because they make it look so easy, it just makes me want to go and play. I wonder if there was a player that makes you feel like that when you watch them. As we see the break, ball down.
Well, I think, yeah, for me personally, that's just, it's all about the quality. Sometimes you see maybe a lower ranked player doing things where you say, wow, he really seemed to do something special. That makes me want to try that same thing. And sometimes you see a top player just playing clean runouts and you say, well, I mean, I would love to also play the same way, but it looks a little bit easier. So of course it just differs a bit. Oh, well, are we gonna see a De Luna special, Mark?
Well, he's so good at this shot. He can play it with topspin as well. Or is he going down? No, he's going level Q. Oh, yeah, that is a De Luna special. Needs to get on this 3, though. He's not going to, unfortunately. Just didn't cue it quite sweetly enough.
Yeah, so difficult. If he put a little bit more punch on the ball, the cue ball was going to curve near the bottom rail. So yeah, it was tricky. I mean, very sensitive on the outside spin. They're gonna play the cue ball behind the 9. Small window, but if you get it, oh, nice shot there from Jean-Marc. Good shot.
Yeah, slight advantage now to the Philippines after that shot. Not only got to hit it, but got to get it safe as well. Jeffrey De Luna enjoyed that one. Did his best to get Jean-Marc on the 3 ball. Didn't quite make it, but that's a great second prize. Wow, what's he done? That's a complete misjudgment.
Well, I actually think he was trying to kick at putting the balls uncomfortable. Maybe the 7 on the long rail on the left. Blocked by the 9. That would have been the option, but gotta say, that's really, really not nicely played from the Indonesia. The open shot on the 7-9 combo. Another thing that I find very interesting in this pairing, Mark, is the fact that, of course, Jeffrey has so much experience. He's got his own pool room. He likes to go to Thailand, playing these high rollers, a lot of handicap, big tournaments, a lot of gambling, a lot of handicap. Everything is handicap. So you get a lot of experience from this, and I think for Jean-Marc Malayan is a huge opportunity to steal that knowledge away from such a knowledgeable player. Besides him cueing the ball very nicely.
Yeah, we actually had Dennis Orcolo in town for a tournament at the weekend. He's now gone to Bangkok, where there's a
ball.
Thailand
pocket.
Open for Hayball starting today as well. Lots of pool going on around the world, and there's a big pool exhibition, Q Sports exhibition in Bangkok, which I've just been invited to for the 15th and the 16th of this month. So really looking forward to that. After this finishes, I'll have 2 nice days in Bangkok, looking around at all the different booths, Tim.
Extension.
All the latest gadgets and cues, tables, all the good stuff. Really looking forward to that. Never been to one before. I was supposed to go to the China one in March, but I was ill. I couldn't go. So really pleased to be going to the Bangkok one. Oh, this has gone wrong. It's gone very wrong. Caught the 7 ball all wrong.
Well, I gotta say, you still would favor him to make this bank, I believe. Looked like the bank was on. Or is he way too short on this? Might be too short. Distance, it is. Cue ball quite a bit off the rail. And I gotta say, Mark, I do really like the straight back in the top left on this. I mean, yeah, even if you don't make it, you bring the cue ball to the right long rail.
There's Nick DeLeon. There he is, look. Front and centre.
Extension.
And just next to him, a little bit of a shout out to a man that most of the people don't know. It's Melvin Chia. Is involved with, I believe it's the Asian Continental Federation. Now, I'm not too good. I think it's the ACBS, but I mean, should have to Google that. Probably one of the forces behind getting the World Championships here in Bali this year. Knowing Melvin, he probably is quite ambitious. Great guy.
Yeah, I met him in the Maldives. I was lucky enough to get an invite to the Maldives Open, which was his tournament. He was the tournament director for that one. His son actually plays as well. I don't know if you've ever played him, Tim, have you, his son?
I honestly didn't know he played. Oh. So yeah, I learn every day. This is such an important moment too on this 8 ball. Back and forth, just not getting the ideal safety out of there for both sides. Oh, this is so tricky. Like, I gotta say, Jeffries played a pretty good shot there, but so scary to put the 8 over the side pocket.
Yeah, this is a good shot as well. Okay, would have liked cover behind the 10 ball. Well, is this one that you try and cut in?
Yeah, I was thinking about it. I mean,
8 ball.
it is the shot. It gives you quite decent shape on the 10. Kind of feel like you have to play it. Center ball, you don't have to put any spin. Make the ball, you're good on the 10. But miss the ball.
Oh, great shot.
Oh, there is no missing.
Where's the cue ball? Cue ball, cue ball. Oh, it couldn't have finished much worse, could it? Very unlucky to end up there, banking it. playing the bank. He likes it. I don't think he's going to hold back on this either. I think he'll be drawing the cue ball back.
Oh, gotta say, that was pretty close. It was a little bit wide though, but don't forget, I don't think we've mentioned much about the shot clock being rough on the players too. It's the opening match. They still have to get used to it. You gotta make the quick decisions. Oh, that is some cueing there. Wow, good shot there. Cue ball on the rail, making a long 10. Like I mentioned, under these conditions in the arena, you're live on TV, probably live on every channel in Indonesia because they're going crazy about pool at the moment. Shot clock is there. Must be quite some pressure also for these two players at the table, Zefri and Punjuan, really fighting their heart out against the Philippines.
Well, I mentioned Roman Hebler a little bit earlier on. He's here as part of the team check. And his wife, congratulations to her, Yvonne Ullman Hebler, who snapped off the ladies 8-ball European Championships yesterday. So congratulations to Yvonne. I know she works very, very hard on her game. Commentated on a lot of her matches during COVID, actually. And she used to play these online challenges quite a bit. Became good friends with Yvonne. And I know how hard she works on her game. So congratulations to you, Yvonne. Very, very proud of you. Nice easy starter, Tim.
Yeah, just thinking about what would go wrong. Maybe the 2 to the 3, but the 3 does go to the right side pocket. And crossover now, top left, in between the 6-10. I mean, it's not laying too horrible. Maybe the 6 ball a little bit weird, as you're not most likely to get straight on it, but this is huge to make this a shootout match, shootout decider. Don't think we have seen this quite often, Mark. The fact that we're gonna have the first live match to go to a shootout.
Yeah, it doesn't often happen. I think we went almost 7 days before we saw one in Vietnam on the TV, on the one that we were actually on commentating.
Yeah, that was a really, really long run. And then when it suddenly started to happen, I think we've had 2, maybe 3, like in a short period of time.
Yeah, well, who can forget the Carlo Biardo one, and then after that, the Shane Van Boning one in the semi-final against Alex Kazakis, 13-12. I mean, just crazy shooting by those two guys. Ko Ping Chung coming out the winner in that one. World 10-ball champion for the second time. big pressure now on this, though. They know they cannot afford to miss a ball.
Yeah, the typical, whenever they strike the ball, that typical movement with the hand. After they struck the ball, the cue ball is far gone from it. That typical little side movement. Such a Filipino way. But that's also how much passion they put in the shot.
Just off straight the wrong side, I think. Might just have to leave a longer 10 ball for sure Mark Malyan.
Ball corner pocket.
So this then to take it to a shootout in our very first match of the week. In it goes. Tap on the leg from Jeffrey DeLuna.
Shootout.
It will be a shootout, guys.
Thank you.
So each player will take 2 shots each from both sides,
No
and then the
timeout.
other players will do the same
Please
again.
choose who to start. You start.
So
And which side?
whoever won the leg
Left
has the choice of they want to go first or second, which side they want to go as well. The 10 ball is placed on a spot 3 inches behind the head spot, so it's where it's racked in the 10 ball rack. And then for the first 4 shots each, the cue ball must be played within a 2 by 1 diamond area. Straight in the corner. Must go straight in. They're also against the shot clock. You may have just heard the first beep on the shot clock going off there. So Jeffrey will play from that side, then the other side. There's Johnny Moore up, smiling as always. Well, we do know. Listen to this for a mouth-watering tie, Tim. Team Austria will be up against Team Canada, and it will be on this table next. So that's what you've got to look forward to, guys. Table 2.
You. Yes. And this
Yeah.
side.
Jeffrey takes the first 2 from each side.
Right side. And behind the head string.
Yeah, you've got player A and player B. Player A will take their 4 shots. Oh, he's missed it. I don't think he was expecting to play that one, Tim. It maybe just threw him off a little bit.
I gotta say, it was a little bit of a weird cueing too. If you look at the cue ball, maybe dug a little bit deep too. Unless he was trying to draw the cue ball towards a long rail. That was a little bit off overall.
Just want to bring you a
Some
score
initi-
flash, guys, very, very quickly. Team Germany have just beaten Iraq by 2 sets to 1. A little bit of a scare for them. Back to this one. Advantage Indonesia. So one more shot for Jeffrey DeLuna from the other side.
Behind the headspring.
I
Well,
beg
that's
your
also a
pardon, he's had
dynamic,
his
of
four.
course.
Yeah, he's had his 4 shots, I beg your pardon. You see the crowds gather, Tim, don't you? Every single time there's a shootout, there's a little whisper goes around the room. Hey, there's a shootout on table 2. And they converge. Oh, that's bad for Philippines. That's very bad for the Philippines.
That's why you see so many players, they say, you should make 4 out of 4. But then yet, when it actually is right there in front of your face,
Behind the headspring.
it just feels like the strings are being pulled on you, kinda. So uncomfortable, this shootout, and that's exactly why it is the penalties in football for pool.
Oh,
and he's
a long
also
way
missed
away.
it.
Oh, it's 2 misses for Philippines, 1 for Indonesia.
Behind the headspring.
Oh, and it's another shot well wide of the mark. That's all over. That's it. Sean Mark Malayan and Jeffrey DeLuna have been beaten in a shootout.